Hi, welcome. I'm Louise Digby, registered nutritional therapist, and I'm here today to talk to you about why diets stop working. This is a question I get all the time. So many of the women that I work with tell me that they've done diets before, things like Slimming World, Weight Watchers, keto, low carb, fasting, shake diets like Cambridge, you name it, all the diets, and they've done them before, they've worked well, they've maybe even been able to keep the weight off for a while. But when they've come back to do the diet again, it hasn't worked, even when they've been quite disciplined with it. So, why does this happen? Why is it that the diets that you used to do, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe when you're in your late 30s or 20s, why is it that these diets just stop working for you? Well, there's a few reasons why this can happen. And first of all, the more obvious reason, but doesn't apply to everyone, is that years of dieting can do damage to your metabolism, and it can basically result in a kind of down regulation of your metabolism so that you burn fewer calories at rest, meaning that you have to survive on fewer calories in order to not gain weight or in order to lose weight. So we know research has shown that yo-yo dieting, where you've lost weight, regained it, lost weight, regained it, even if it's not a huge amount of weight that you've been losing and regaining, doing that is quite damaging to your metabolism. So if you're someone who's done a lot of diets in their 20s and 30s and now finding yourself in your 40s, things are not moving and the weight is very stubborn, then that may be part of the problem. And that doesn't mean that, you're stuck with it. You've just got to deal with it. There are things that you can do to repair your metabolism. So we'll come on to that in a little bit. But that's the first reason why you may be struggling to lose weight. The second reason is that these diets are all based on the same principle, which is to restrict your calories so that you essentially starve yourself to weight loss. And when you're younger, your metabolism is faster, even if you haven't done the yo-yoing which results in the lower metabolism now. As we get older, the metabolism still declines year on year. So when you were younger, your metabolism was faster, almost certainly. And when you have a more speedy metabolism, it's quite easy to lose weight by just cutting back the amount of food you're eating or by doing more exercise, because it's quite easy to get into that calorie deficit, which results in weight loss. And when you're younger, things like your hormones tend to be more balanced. Your body is much better at regulating its blood sugars, which is something that's very important for weight management. So your body is just better at burning fat when you're younger because everything's more in tune and more in balance. Now, as you get older, more towards your late 30s, 40s, 50s, your body has different requirements, partly because your metabolism is decreasing as you age, also because your hormones are changing as you head towards perimenopause and menopause. Your hormones are starting to shift. And that can mean that you're more prone to holding on to weight and weight gain. And what this means is that when you are starting to gain weight on the approach to perimenopause and menopause, the problem is likely not solely to do with the amount of food that you're eating or a lack of exercise. They may well be factors and they definitely need to be considered, but it's not the whole picture. And your body has different requirements now to what it did when you were younger in your 20s. So if the problem is not a calorie problem, if it's not a case of you're overeating or under exercising, then it means that dieting isn't going to result in weight loss because you're not actually addressing the problem. And if anything, you might be adding to the problem. the problems, the underlying issues tend to be things like your hormones, your gut bacteria, your inflammation levels, toxic load and detoxification, your blood sugars, various different things, food intolerances. And these are all things that develop over many years. And there might have been some early signs of them, or things that have happened like stress or food poisoning or antibiotics, having children, loads of different things that can come together over the years to start to cause imbalances. And add to that this real transition that women go through perimenopause and menopause, and we've got a recipe for stubborn weight. So the main thing to understand is that if you're finding that the diets that used to work for you are no longer working for you, that's not your fault. It's because those diets aren't solving the actual underlying problem. And if you're finding that the diets work for a couple of weeks and then stop working, or maybe longer than stop working, again, it's probably because it's not addressing the whole issue. It might be helping a little bit, and a lot of people lose a lot of water weight when they first start on a diet, so that might be part of the reason. But also what happens when we start a diet is that after a few weeks, your metabolism can start decreasing because your body wants to conserve energy because it's losing more energy than it's getting. So that means, again, is that you're not meeting your body's needs. That diet isn't going to get you to where you want to be, no matter how strict you are with it, no matter how disciplined you are. It's not the full solution. So going back to what I was saying before, there are things that you can do to help to improve your metabolism and help to address these underlying imbalances that can contribute to a sluggish metabolism and also to your body just being more prone to holding on to fats. And I talk about it a lot in various different videos, and you'll find videos in this group and on YouTube from me about balancing blood sugars and inflammation and gut bacteria and that kind of thing. But something that you may be interested in, if all of this is resonating with you, is my Mend Your Metabolism challenge, which is coming up very soon. It's simple changes that are designed to help to mend your metabolism and help to basically start repairing some of the damage that may have been occurring over the years and start to better nourish your body so that you can lose weight without having to do this extreme dieting that is so difficult to sustain and probably isn't really working for you anymore anyway. So the Mend Your Metabolism challenge is a 5-day challenge where we're going to be focusing on a different topic each day. I'm going to be giving you some recommendations to implement each day. And along with it, we're going to have a Facebook group, which was really great last time, really interactive, and a place that you can go to ask questions and post pictures of what you're eating, get guidance, or whatever it might be. Share your wins, which is always nice. And I'm going to pop the link in the comments below so that you can save your space. And the link has some more information about the challenge as well, telling you about what we're going to be doing on each day and the sorts of things that you might want to be aware of. So have a look at that. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, and I'll really look forward to seeing you there. See you soon. Bye.